The Glorious Persian Empire, A Comprehensive History. Copyright 2024 NLP Radio Inc. Chapter 1. The Rise of the Persian Empire. The Achaemenid Dynasty. The Achaemenid Dynasty, also known as the First Persian Empire, was the largest and most powerful empire in the ancient world. Founded by Cyrus the Great in 550 BCE, the Achaemenid Dynasty ruled over a vast territory that stretched from the Mediterranean Sea in the west to the Indus River in the east. The Persian Empire is considered the greatest empire the world has ever seen, with its military might and innovative strategies paving the way for its dominance. The military tactics and strategies of the Persian Empire were highly advanced for their time. The Persians were known for their use of cavalry, archers, and chariots in battle, as well as their ability to adapt to different terrains and climates. They also employed a system of communication using relay stations and a network of roads, allowing them to quickly mobilize their forces and coordinate attacks. In addition to their military prowess, the Persian Empire made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. They were known for their advancements in art, architecture, and literature, as well as their promotion of religious tolerance and cultural exchange. The Achaemenid Dynasty also established a system of government that allowed for the flourishing of diverse cultures and traditions within its borders. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were instrumental in its success and expansion. The Persians developed a sophisticated system of taxation and administration that allowed for the efficient collection of resources and the maintenance of a strong economy. They also established trade routes that connected the empire to distant lands, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were complex, with various classes and ranks determining one's place in society. The king held absolute power, but he relied on a network of governors, administrators, and officials to govern the empire. Women in Persia had more rights and freedoms than in other ancient societies, with some even participating in business and politics. Overall, the Achaemenid Dynasty left a lasting legacy that influenced later civilizations and shaped the course of history. Cyrus the Great and the founding of the empire. Cyrus the Great, also known as Cyrus II, was the founder of the Persian Empire in the 6th century BCE. He is considered one of the greatest leaders in history for his military conquests and his establishment of a vast and powerful empire that spanned from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indus River. Cyrus was known for his tolerance towards different cultures and religions, and his empire became a melting pot of diverse peoples and traditions. One of the key factors in the success of the Persian Empire was the military tactics and strategies employed by Cyrus and his successors. The Persians were skilled horsemen and archers, and they utilized cavalry and chariots in battle. They also employed clever tactics such as feigned retreats to lure their enemies into ambushes. The Persian Empire's formidable army allowed it to conquer and control vast territories and maintain its dominance in the region. The Persian Empire was not just a military powerhouse, but also a center of culture and learning. The Persians made significant contributions to art, literature, and science, and they promoted cultural exchange with other civilizations. The empire's capital, Persepolis, was a marvel of architecture and design, showcasing the wealth and power of the Persian rulers. Economically, the Persian Empire was a thriving hub of trade and commerce. The Persians built an extensive network of trade routes that connected their empire to distant lands, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The empire's economy was based on agriculture, mining, and craftsmanship, and its wealth was derived from the control of valuable resources such as gold, silver, and precious stones. The social structure of the Persian Empire was hierarchical, with the king at the top of the pyramid, followed by nobles, priests, and commoners. Women in Persian society enjoyed more rights and freedoms than in many other ancient civilizations, and they could own property, participate in business ventures, and even serve as advisors to the king. The legacy of the Persian Empire lives on in the modern world, influencing later civilizations in areas such as art, architecture, governance, and religion. Expansion and consolidation under Darius I. One of the most influential rulers of the Persian Empire, Darius I, played a crucial role in expanding and consolidating the empire during his reign from 522 to 486 BCE. Known for his strategic military tactics and innovative governance, Darius was able to conquer new territories and solidify Persian control over existing provinces. Under Darius I, the Persian Empire experienced significant military conquests and expansion. Darius launched successful campaigns against the Scythians, Thrace, and the Indus Valley, further extending the empire's borders. His military strategies, including the use of a professional army, cavalry units, and advanced weaponry, allowed him to conquer new lands and assert Persian dominance in the region. In addition to military conquests, Darius I also focused on strengthening the economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire. He implemented a standardized currency system known as the daric, which facilitated trade and commerce within the empire. Darius also improved infrastructure by constructing roads, bridges, and canals, which facilitated the movement of goods and people across the vast empire. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were carefully maintained under Darius I's rule. He divided the empire into satrapies, or provinces, each governed by a satrap appointed by the king. This system of administration helped Darius effectively govern the diverse population of the empire and maintain control over the vast territories under Persian rule. Darius I's reign also saw significant cultural achievements and contributions to the Persian Empire. He promoted the arts, literature, and architecture, leading to the construction of magnificent palaces, temples, and monuments throughout the empire. Darius's legacy as a great builder and patron of the arts continues to influence later civilizations and inspire admiration for the glorious Persian Empire. Chapter 2: Military Tactics and Strategies of the Persian Empire. Organization of the Persian Army. The organization of the Persian army was a key factor in the success of the Persian Empire as one of the greatest empires the world has ever seen. The army was divided into several units, each with its own specific role and responsibilities. The Persian army consisted of infantry, cavalry, chariots, and archers, all working together in a coordinated fashion to achieve victories on the battlefield. Military tactics and strategies played a crucial role in the Persian Empire's military success. The Persian army was known for its use of innovative tactics, such as the use of light cavalry to harass enemy forces and disrupt their formations. The Persians also made use of their superior archery skills to rain down arrows on their enemies from a distance, weakening their forces before engaging them in close combat. In addition to its military prowess, the Persian Empire made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. The Persians were known for their art, literature, and architecture, which were influenced by the diverse cultures that made up the empire. The Persians were also known for their advancements in science, mathematics, and medicine, which helped to improve the lives of people throughout the empire. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were also crucial to its success. The Persians established a vast network of trade routes that stretched from the Mediterranean to India, allowing for the exchange of goods and ideas across different cultures. This helped to fuel the empire's economy and ensure its continued prosperity. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were complex, with a rigid class system that determined a person's place in society. The Persians also had a strong religious belief system, with Zoroastrianism being the dominant religion in the empire. The Persians built impressive architectural wonders, such as the city of Persepolis, which served as a symbol of their power and wealth. Overall, the Persian Empire left a lasting legacy on later civilizations, influencing everything from military tactics to art and architecture. Use of cavalry and infantry. The use of cavalry and infantry was a crucial component of the military tactics and strategies employed by the Persian Empire, which is widely regarded as the greatest empire the world has ever seen. The Persian army was renowned for its skilled cavalry units, which were instrumental in the empire's military conquests and expansion. The cavalry provided the Persians with speed and mobility on the battlefield, allowing them to outmaneuver and outflank their enemies. In addition to their cavalry, the Persian Empire also relied heavily on infantry units to complement their military forces. Infantry soldiers were typically armed with spears, swords, and shields, and were trained to fight both in close combat and as part of larger formations. The combination of cavalry and infantry allowed the Persians to field a diverse and versatile army that could adapt to a variety of battlefield scenarios. The cultural achievements and contributions of the Persian Empire were vast and varied, but their military prowess was a central aspect of their identity. The Persians were known for their innovative military tactics, such as the use of cavalry to encircle and overwhelm their enemies. This strategic approach to warfare allowed the Persians to achieve numerous military victories and expand their empire to encompass vast territories across the ancient world. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were also influenced by their military might. The Persians established a vast network of trade routes that connected their empire to distant lands, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. This economic prosperity enabled the Persians to fund their military campaigns and maintain their dominance in the region. Overall, the use of cavalry and infantry by the Persian Empire played a crucial role in shaping the empire's military conquests, cultural achievements, economic systems, and social structure. The legacy and influence of the Persian Empire on later civilizations can still be seen today in the military tactics and strategies employed by modern armies, as well as in the architectural wonders and cultural achievements left behind by the ancient Persians. Siege warfare and naval tactics. Siege warfare and naval tactics were crucial components of the military strategy of the Persian Empire. The Persians were known for their innovative methods of laying siege to enemy fortifications, using advanced siege engines such as battering rams, siege towers, and catapults. They also employed tactics such as mining and undermining to weaken enemy defenses from below. These tactics were instrumental in the successful conquest of many cities and regions throughout the empire. Naval warfare was another area in which the Persians excelled. The Persian navy was one of the most powerful in the ancient world, with a formidable fleet of warships and skilled sailors. Naval tactics such as ramming, boarding, and naval blockades were used to great effect in battles against rival empires such as the Greeks and Egyptians. The Persians also made use of their superior knowledge of the seas and strategic positioning to outmaneuver and outflank their enemies in naval engagements. The military tactics and strategies of the Persian Empire were not only effective in warfare, but also served as a model for later civilizations. The Persians were known for their disciplined and well-trained army, which was organized into units such as the Immortals, renowned for their elite status and unwavering loyalty to the emperor. The use of cavalry, archers, and infantry in coordinated attacks was another key aspect of Persian military strategy that influenced later military tactics. In addition to their military prowess, the Persians made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. Their empire was a melting pot of diverse cultures and religions, which led to the exchange of ideas and innovations in areas such as art, architecture, literature, and science. The Persian Empire was also known for its economic systems and trade routes, which facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas across vast distances and helped to create a thriving economy. Overall, the Persian Empire left a lasting legacy on later civilizations in terms of military conquests, cultural achievements, economic systems, and social structures. The influence of the Persians can be seen in the architectural wonders they left behind, such as the palaces at Persepolis and the royal tombs at Nakshi-Rustam. The administrative and governance systems of the Persians also influenced later empires, such as the Roman and Byzantine empires. The legacy of the Persian Empire continues to be felt to this day, shaping the world in ways that are still evident in our modern societies. Chapter 3: Cultural Achievements and Contributions of the Persian Empire. Art and Architecture. Art and architecture played a significant role in the glorious Persian Empire, showcasing the wealth, power, and cultural achievements of the civilization. The Persians were known for their intricate and ornate designs, which were evident in their palaces, temples, and monuments. One of the most famous architectural wonders of the Persian Empire is the magnificent city of Persepolis, which was built by King Darius I and later expanded by his successors. The city was adorned with grand staircases, towering columns, and intricate reliefs depicting scenes of royal ceremonies and battles. The Persians also excelled in the art of sculpture, with many surviving examples of intricately carved statues and reliefs. These sculptures often depicted scenes from daily life, as well as mythological and religious themes. One of the most famous examples of Persian sculpture is the statue of Darius I at Bisotan, which showcases the king in a triumphant pose, holding a bow and arrow. In addition to their architectural and sculptural achievements, the Persians also made significant contributions to the art of painting and pottery. Persian pottery was known for its elaborate designs and vibrant colors, with many pieces featuring intricate patterns and motifs. Persian painters were skilled in creating detailed miniature paintings, often depicting scenes from epic stories and religious texts. The art and architecture of the Persian Empire reflected the diverse influences of the various cultures and civilizations that the Persians came into contact with through their military conquests and trade routes. This fusion of different artistic styles and techniques resulted in a unique and distinctive Persian aesthetic that continues to inspire artists and architects to this day. Overall, the art and architecture of the Persian Empire are a testament to the creativity, innovation, and cultural richness of this great civilization. From the grandeur of Persepolis to the intricate designs of Persian pottery, the artistic achievements of the Persians continue to captivate and inspire people around the world. Literature and poetry. Literature and poetry played a significant role in the cultural achievements and contributions of the Persian Empire. The Persians were known for their rich tradition of storytelling and poetry, with famous poets such as Rumi, Hafez, and Ferdowsi creating timeless works that are still revered today. These poets often drew inspiration from the natural beauty of Persia, as well as from the teachings of Zoroastrianism, the dominant religion of the empire. The Persian Empire's literary works were not only a source of entertainment, but also served as a means of preserving history and passing down important cultural values. Epic poems such as the Shahnameh, written by Ferdowsi, recounted the legendary tales of Persian kings and heroes, while also emphasizing the importance of virtues such as courage, loyalty, and justice. This literature helped to shape the collective identity of the Persian people and instilled a sense of national pride. Poetry was also used as a tool for diplomacy and propaganda in the Persian Empire. Court poets were often employed to compose flattering verses about the emperor and his achievements, which were then recited at royal gatherings and ceremonies. These poems helped to reinforce the emperor's authority and legitimacy, while also showcasing the empire's cultural sophistication and refinement to foreign dignitaries. In addition to poetry, the Persians also excelled in other forms of literature, such as historical chronicles, philosophical treatises, and scientific writings. Scholars in the empire made important contributions to fields such as astronomy, mathematics, and medicine, producing works that were studied and admired by later civilizations. The Persian Empire's commitment to intellectual pursuits and the written word helped to establish its reputation as a center of learning and innovation in the ancient world. Overall, the literary and poetic achievements of the Persian Empire played a crucial role in shaping its cultural identity and influencing the development of art and literature in the wider region. The legacy of Persian literature continues to be felt today, with its timeless themes and poetic beauty resonating with audiences around the world. By studying the literary works of the Persian Empire, we gain valuable insights into the values, beliefs, and aspirations of one of the greatest civilizations in history. Science and mathematics. Science and mathematics played a crucial role in the advancement of the Persian Empire, contributing to its military tactics, cultural achievements, economic systems, and social structure. The Persians excelled in the field of mathematics, developing sophisticated techniques for calculating distances, angles, and areas. This knowledge was essential for their engineers and architects in constructing magnificent structures such as the famous Persepolis. In terms of science, the Persians made significant contributions to fields such as astronomy, medicine, and chemistry. They were skilled astronomers, using their knowledge of the stars to navigate the vast empire and determine the best times for planting and harvesting crops. Persian physicians were pioneers in the field of medicine, developing advanced surgical techniques and medical treatments that were far ahead of their time. The military tactics and strategies of the Persian Empire were also heavily influenced by science and mathematics. The Persians were known for their innovative use of siege warfare, catapults, and other advanced military technology. They also employed complex mathematical calculations to determine the best formations and strategies for battle, giving them a strategic advantage over their enemies. In terms of cultural achievements, the Persians were known for their contributions to art, literature, and philosophy. The empire's cultural diversity and tolerance of different religions and beliefs allowed for a flourishing of ideas and creativity. Persian scholars made significant advances in fields such as poetry, music, and philosophy, leaving a lasting legacy that influenced later civilizations. Overall, the Persian Empire's embrace of science and mathematics played a key role in its success and longevity. From military conquests to cultural achievements, the Persians demonstrated a deep understanding and appreciation for the importance of these disciplines in shaping the world around them. Chapter 4: Economic Systems and Trade Routes of the Persian Empire. Royal Road and Trade Networks. The Royal Road was a vital component of the vast trade networks that crisscrossed the Persian Empire, connecting the farthest reaches of the empire from Sardis in Anatolia to Susa in Persia. This network facilitated the movement of goods, people, and information, helping to foster economic prosperity and cultural exchange throughout the empire. Merchants traveling along the Royal Road could expect safe and efficient travel, thanks to the empire's system of way stations, postal stations, and well-maintained roads. Trade was a cornerstone of the Persian Empire's economic system, with goods such as spices, textiles, precious metals, and luxury items flowing along the empire's extensive trade routes. The empire's strategic location at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa allowed for the exchange of goods and ideas between diverse cultures, contributing to the empire's wealth and power. The Persian Empire's trade networks also played a key role in spreading Persian culture and influence to distant lands. The Persian Empire's social structure and hierarchy were complex, with a rigid division between the ruling elite, the common people, and slaves. The king held absolute power and was considered a divine figure, ruling over a vast empire with the help of a network of satraps, nobles, and administrators. Society was stratified based on wealth, status, and occupation, with artisans, farmers, and merchants occupying a middle position in the social hierarchy. Religion played a significant role in the lives of the people of the Persian Empire, with Zoroastrianism being the dominant faith. Zoroastrianism emphasized the struggle between good and evil, the importance of moral behavior, and the worship of Ahura Mazda, the supreme god. The empire's rulers often promoted Zoroastrianism as a unifying force, encouraging its spread throughout the empire and beyond. The Persian Empire's trade networks, social structure, religious beliefs, and cultural achievements all contributed to its lasting legacy and influence on later civilizations. The empire's military conquests and expansion, along with its architectural wonders and administrative innovations, left an indelible mark on the history of the ancient world. The Persian Empire's contributions to art, science, philosophy, and governance continue to be studied and admired by scholars and historians to this day. Taxation and tribute. Taxation and tribute played a crucial role in the functioning of the glorious Persian Empire. The empire, known for its vast territorial expanse and diverse population, relied on a sophisticated system of taxation to fund its military campaigns, infrastructure projects, and administrative expenses. Tribute, on the other hand, was often extracted from conquered territories as a sign of submission and loyalty to the Persian king. The Persian Empire is renowned for its military tactics and strategies, which allowed it to conquer and rule over a vast empire that stretched from Egypt to India. The Persians employed a variety of military techniques, such as the innovative use of cavalry and archers, to outmaneuver and defeat their enemies on the battlefield. Additionally, the empire maintained a well-organized military hierarchy, with skilled commanders leading troops into battle with precision and discipline. In addition to its military prowess, the Persian Empire made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. The empire was a melting pot of different cultures, languages, and traditions, which led to a rich tapestry of artistic and intellectual expression. Persian artisans and craftsmen excelled in various fields, such as pottery, weaving, and metalwork, creating exquisite works of art that are still admired today. Economic systems and trade routes were also vital components of the Persian Empire's success. The empire established a network of trade routes that connected the Mediterranean world with Central Asia, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The Persians also introduced standardized coinage and weights and measures, which promoted economic stability and facilitated commerce within the empire and beyond. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were highly stratified, with the king at the top of the pyramid, followed by nobles, priests, and commoners. Despite these divisions, the empire was relatively tolerant of different cultures and religions, allowing for a degree of social mobility and cultural exchange. Women in the Persian Empire enjoyed more rights and freedoms than in many other ancient societies, with some even holding positions of power and influence. Overall, the legacy of the Persian Empire continues to influence later civilizations in terms of art, architecture, governance, and cultural exchange. Agricultural and industrial production. Agricultural and industrial production were vital components of the flourishing Persian Empire. The empire's vast and diverse landscape provided fertile grounds for agriculture, with crops such as wheat, barley, grapes, and olives being cultivated in abundance. The introduction of advanced irrigation techniques, such as canets and underground channels, allowed for efficient water management and increased agricultural productivity. This, in turn, enabled the empire to sustain a large population and support its expanding territories. In addition to agriculture, the Persian Empire was also known for its thriving industrial production. The empire's skilled craftsmen and artisans were renowned for their craftsmanship in various industries, including textiles, ceramics, metalwork, and glassblowing. These industries not only supplied the empire with essential goods, but also generated substantial revenue through trade with neighboring civilizations. The empire's strategic location along the Silk Road facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas, further fueling its industrial growth. The economic prosperity of the Persian Empire was closely tied to its extensive trade networks. The empire's strategic location at the crossroads of East and West made it a hub for trade routes connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe. The Royal Road, a vast network of highways stretching over 1,500 miles, facilitated the movement of goods, people, and information across the empire. This network not only boosted the empire's economy, but also fostered cultural exchange and innovation. The social structure of the Persian Empire was characterized by a hierarchical system that divided society into distinct classes based on wealth, occupation, and social status. At the top of the hierarchy were the nobility and royal family, followed by the wealthy landowners, merchants, craftsmen, and farmers. Slavery was also prevalent in the empire, with slaves serving as laborers in agriculture, industry, and domestic work. Despite these social divisions, the empire also provided avenues for social mobility through education, military service, and administrative roles. In conclusion, the agricultural and industrial prowess of the Persian Empire played a significant role in its economic prosperity and cultural achievements. The empire's innovative agricultural practices and thriving industries not only sustained its population, but also fueled its expansion and influence on neighboring civilizations. Through its strategic trade networks, social structure, and governance, the Persian Empire established itself as one of the greatest empires in history, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to shape the world today. Chapter 5: Social Structure and Hierarchy of the Persian Empire. The King and the Royal Court. The king and the royal court played a crucial role in the governance and administration of the glorious Persian Empire. The Persian king, known as the Shahanshah, was considered the divine ruler and the ultimate authority in the empire. The royal court, also known as the Darbar, was the center of political power and decision-making. It was here that the king met with his advisors, ministers, and nobles to discuss important matters of state, such as military campaigns, economic policies, and cultural initiatives. The Persian Empire is widely regarded as one of the greatest empires in history, due in large part to the military tactics and strategies employed by its armies. The Persians were known for their use of cavalry, archers, and chariots in battle, as well as their innovative siege warfare techniques. The empire's military prowess allowed it to conquer vast territories and expand its influence across the ancient world. In addition to its military achievements, the Persian Empire also made significant cultural contributions to the world. The Persians were known for their advancements in art, literature, and architecture, as well as their promotion of religious tolerance and multiculturalism. The empire's cultural achievements continue to influence and inspire artists, writers, and thinkers to this day. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were instrumental in its success and prosperity. The Persians developed a sophisticated system of taxation, trade regulations, and infrastructure projects that helped facilitate commerce and economic growth. The empire's strategic location along major trade routes, such as the Silk Road, allowed it to become a hub of international commerce and cultural exchange. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were highly organized and strictly enforced. Society was divided into distinct classes, with the king and nobility at the top, followed by priests, warriors, merchants, and farmers. Women in Persian society had certain rights and privileges, such as the right to own property and participate in business ventures. Overall, the Persian Empire's social structure was designed to maintain order and stability within the empire. Nobility and aristocracy. Nobility and aristocracy played a crucial role in the social structure and hierarchy of the glorious Persian Empire. The Persian nobility, known as the Aryans, held significant power and influence in the empire. They were often appointed to high-ranking positions within the government and military, and were responsible for overseeing various aspects of society. The aristocracy, on the other hand, consisted of wealthy landowners and members of the royal family who enjoyed privileges and luxuries that were not available to the common people. The Persian nobility and aristocracy were known for their extravagant lifestyles and opulent palaces. They often held lavish banquets and feasts, where they would entertain guests with music, poetry, and dance. These gatherings were not only a display of wealth and power, but also served as a way for the nobility to socialize and network with one another. Additionally, members of the aristocracy were expected to participate in courtly activities and ceremonies, further solidifying their status within society. Despite their privileged position, the Persian nobility and aristocracy were not immune to the laws and regulations of the empire. They were expected to uphold the values of loyalty, honor, and duty, and to serve the king and empire with unwavering devotion. In return for their service, they were granted land, wealth, and titles that were passed down through generations. This system of hereditary privilege ensured that the noble class remained powerful and influential throughout the history of the Persian Empire. The nobility and aristocracy also played a crucial role in the economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire. They were responsible for overseeing the production and distribution of goods, as well as managing the empire's vast network of trade routes. Through their connections and resources, they were able to facilitate the exchange of goods and services between different regions of the empire, further enriching themselves and the empire as a whole. In conclusion, the nobility and aristocracy of the glorious Persian Empire were essential components of the empire's social, political, and economic structure. Their wealth, power, and influence helped to shape the empire and its legacy, leaving a lasting impact on the history of the world. Their contributions to the military, culture, economy, and governance of the empire are a testament to their importance and significance in the history of ancient Persia. Commoners and slaves. In the glorious Persian Empire, the social structure and hierarchy were well defined, with commoners and slaves occupying the lowest rungs of society. Commoners were the majority of the population, working as farmers, artisans, and laborers. They had few rights and were subject to the whims of their rulers. Slaves, on the other hand, were considered property and had no rights at all. They were often captured in battle or bought and sold in the marketplace. Despite their lowly status, commoners and slaves played an essential role in the functioning of the Persian Empire. Commoners provided the labor needed to sustain the economy, while slaves performed menial tasks and served the needs of the wealthy elite. Both groups were essential to the empire's prosperity, though they received little recognition for their contributions. The social hierarchy of the Persian Empire was rigidly enforced, with the king and his court at the top, followed by the nobility, priests, and military commanders. Commoners and slaves were at the bottom, with little hope of improving their lot in life. However, there were some avenues for advancement, such as joining the military or becoming a skilled artisan. Despite their lowly status, commoners and slaves were not without agency. They could form communities and support each other in times of need. Some commoners even rose to positions of power and influence through their talent and hard work. Slaves, too, could earn their freedom through exceptional service or acts of bravery. In conclusion, while commoners and slaves were marginalized in the Persian Empire, they were essential to its functioning and prosperity. Their labor sustained the economy and supported the ruling elite. Though they had few rights and little social mobility, they found ways to support each other and improve their circumstances. The legacy of their contributions lives on in the historical record, reminding us of the complex social dynamics of one of the greatest empires the world has ever seen. Chapter 6: Religious Beliefs and Practices in the Persian Empire. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism, one of the oldest known religions in the world, played a significant role in the Persian Empire. Founded by the prophet Zoroaster in ancient Iran, Zoroastrianism emphasized the dualistic nature of the universe, with a supreme god, Ahura Mazda, representing truth and light, and an evil spirit, Ungra Mainyu, representing falsehood and darkness. This belief system had a profound influence on the culture and society of the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire, known for its military prowess and strategic brilliance, integrated the principles of Zoroastrianism into its military tactics and strategies. Soldiers were often motivated by the promise of spiritual rewards in the afterlife for their bravery and loyalty to the empire. This religious fervor bolstered the morale of the troops and contributed to the empire's military successes. In addition to its military achievements, the Persian Empire made significant cultural contributions to the world. Zoroastrianism, with its emphasis on ethical behavior and personal responsibility, influenced the development of a strong moral code within Persian society. This focus on righteousness and justice shaped the empire's cultural values and norms, fostering a sense of unity and purpose among its diverse population. Economically, the Persian Empire was a hub of trade and commerce, with a network of well-established trade routes connecting the empire to distant lands. The economic prosperity of the empire was fueled by its strategic location at the crossroads of East and West, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. This thriving trade network facilitated the spread of Zoroastrianism and Persian culture to neighboring regions. The social structure of the Persian Empire was hierarchical, with a clear division of classes based on wealth and social status. However, Zoroastrianism preached equality and justice for all, regardless of social standing. This religious belief system served as a counterbalance to the rigid social hierarchy of the empire, promoting a sense of unity and solidarity among its people. Zoroastrianism's emphasis on compassion and charity also influenced the empire's welfare policies, ensuring that the less fortunate were cared for and supported by the community. Other deities and cults. In addition to worshipping Ahura Mazda, the supreme god of Zoroastrianism, the Persian Empire was home to a wide array of other deities and cults. These lesser-known gods and goddesses played significant roles in the religious practices of various groups within the empire. One such deity was Anahita, the goddess of fertility, healing, and wisdom. She was particularly revered by women, who sought her blessings for childbirth and protection. Another important deity was Mitra, the god of light and truth, who was worshipped by soldiers and warriors for his connection to victory in battle. The Persian Empire's religious landscape was also shaped by the presence of cults dedicated to specific animals, elements, and natural phenomena. For example, the cult of the sun god, known as Mithraism, was prevalent in certain regions of the empire. Followers of Mithraism believed in the power of the sun to bring light, warmth, and life to the world. Similarly, the cult of the water goddess, Anahita, was centered around the belief in the purifying and life-giving properties of water. These cults provided spiritual guidance and solace to their followers, who often turned to them in times of need or uncertainty. The diversity of deities and cults within the Persian Empire reflects the complex religious landscape of the ancient world. While Zoroastrianism served as the official state religion, other belief systems coexisted peacefully alongside it. This religious pluralism allowed for a rich tapestry of beliefs and practices to flourish within the empire, contributing to its cultural diversity and vibrancy. The tolerance of different faiths and traditions helped to foster a sense of unity and cohesion among the diverse peoples of the empire, creating a unique and inclusive religious environment. The religious beliefs and practices of the Persian Empire were closely intertwined with its cultural achievements and contributions. The empire's architectural wonders, such as the magnificent city of Persepolis and the grand palaces of Susa, served as physical manifestations of its spiritual beliefs and values. The elaborate temples, shrines, and altars dedicated to various deities and cults were testaments to the empire's commitment to honoring and appeasing the gods. These architectural marvels not only showcased the empire's wealth and power, but also served as centers of religious worship and ritual. In conclusion, the presence of other deities and cults within the Persian Empire highlights the diverse and complex nature of its religious landscape. While Zoroastrianism served as the dominant faith, other belief systems flourished alongside it, enriching the empire's cultural and spiritual tapestry. The worship of lesser-known gods and goddesses, as well as the practice of various cults, provided a sense of connection and meaning to the diverse peoples of the empire. Through their religious beliefs and practices, the inhabitants of the Persian Empire sought to understand and interact with the divine forces that governed their world, shaping their societies and cultures in profound ways. Rituals and ceremonies. Rituals and ceremonies played a significant role in the glorious Persian Empire, reflecting the rich cultural and religious traditions of the ancient civilization. The Persian Empire, known for its grandeur and sophistication, had a wide array of rituals and ceremonies that were conducted on various occasions, from religious festivals to royal coronations. One of the most important rituals in the Persian Empire was the New Year celebration, known as Nowruz. This festival marked the beginning of spring and was a time for feasting, gift-giving, and honoring the spirits of ancestors. Nowruz was a time for renewal and rebirth, symbolizing the cyclical nature of life and the changing of seasons. Another important ceremony in the Persian Empire was the royal coronation, where the new king would be crowned and blessed by the priests and nobles of the court. This ceremony was a solemn and sacred event, symbolizing the divine right of the king to rule and the continuity of the royal lineage. Other rituals and ceremonies in the Persian Empire included religious ceremonies honoring the various gods and goddesses, military parades and processions to showcase the might of the empire, and elaborate banquets and feasts hosted by the nobility to celebrate important events and victories. Overall, rituals and ceremonies played a crucial role in the social, cultural, and religious life of the Persian Empire, helping to reinforce the power and prestige of the ruling elite and to maintain order and harmony within the empire. These rituals and ceremonies were an integral part of the fabric of Persian society, reflecting the grandeur and sophistication of one of the greatest civilizations in history. Chapter 7: Architectural Wonders of the Persian Empire. Persepolis. Persepolis, the ancient capital of the Persian Empire, is a symbol of the grandeur and power of this once mighty civilization. Located in modern-day Iran, Persepolis was built by King Darius I in the 6th century BC as a testament to the wealth and sophistication of the Persian Empire. The city was known for its impressive palaces, monumental staircases, and intricate carvings that depicted scenes from Persian mythology and history. One of the key factors that contributed to the success of the Persian Empire was its military tactics and strategies. The Persians were skilled warriors who employed innovative tactics such as using cavalry units, archers, and chariots in battle. They also utilized a system of communication known as the Royal Road, which allowed for swift mobilization of troops across vast distances. These military advancements helped the Persians conquer vast territories and establish one of the largest empires in history. In addition to its military prowess, the Persian Empire made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. The Persians were known for their advancements in art, literature, and architecture. They also promoted religious tolerance and encouraged the exchange of ideas and knowledge among different cultures. This cultural openness and diversity helped to create a vibrant and cosmopolitan society within the empire. Economically, the Persian Empire was a powerhouse due to its strategic location along major trade routes. The Persians controlled key trade routes that connected Asia, Europe, and Africa, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technology. This economic prosperity enabled the empire to fund ambitious construction projects, such as the building of Persepolis and other architectural wonders. Socially, the Persian Empire had a complex hierarchical structure that divided society into different classes based on wealth, occupation, and social status. The king and his courtiers occupied the highest positions, followed by priests, nobles, and commoners. Despite this social hierarchy, the Persians were known for their relatively progressive views on women's rights, with women having more rights and freedoms than in many other ancient civilizations. Overall, the legacy and influence of the Persian Empire on later civilizations cannot be overstated. The Persians left behind a rich cultural and architectural heritage that continues to inspire and awe people to this day. Their military conquests and expansion shaped the course of history and helped to spread Persian culture and influence throughout the ancient world. The Persian Empire may have fallen, but its legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of those who study and appreciate the greatness of this remarkable civilization. Pasargadae. Pasargadae, the ancient capital of the Persian Empire, holds a special place in the history of this grand civilization. Founded by Cyrus the Great in the 6th century BCE, Pasargadae served as the administrative and ceremonial center of the empire. The city was meticulously planned and designed, with impressive structures such as the Tomb of Cyrus, which still stands as a testament to the architectural prowess of the Persians. The military tactics and strategies of the Persian Empire were crucial to its success and expansion. The Persians were known for their innovative use of cavalry, archers, and infantry in battle. They also employed clever tactics such as feigned retreats and flanking maneuvers to outmaneuver their enemies. These military strategies helped the Persians conquer vast territories and establish one of the largest empires in history. In addition to their military achievements, the Persians also made significant cultural contributions to the world. They were known for their advancements in art, literature, and philosophy. The Persian Empire was a melting pot of different cultures, and this diversity enriched their cultural heritage. Persian poets such as Rumi and Hafez are still celebrated for their profound and timeless works. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were instrumental in its prosperity. The Persians established a network of trade routes that connected the empire to distant lands, allowing for the exchange of goods and ideas. They also introduced the use of standardized coinage, which facilitated trade and commerce. The wealth generated from trade helped fund the empire's military campaigns and cultural endeavors. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were well defined, with the king at the top of the pyramid. Beneath the king were the nobles, priests, and military leaders, followed by craftsmen, farmers, and slaves. Despite this hierarchical structure, the Persians were known for their tolerance and respect for different cultures and religions. This inclusivity was a key factor in the empire's longevity and influence on later civilizations. Susa. Susa, the ancient capital of the Elamite and Achaemenid empires, holds a significant place in the history of the Persian Empire. Located in present-day Iran, Susa was a thriving city known for its strategic location and economic importance. The city served as a key administrative center and played a crucial role in the expansion of the Persian Empire under the rule of great kings such as Cyrus the Great and Darius the Great. One of the key factors that contributed to the success of the Persian Empire was its military tactics and strategies. The Persian army was well-trained and highly organized, utilizing innovative tactics such as the use of cavalry and archers to outmaneuver their enemies. The military campaigns led by the Persian kings from Susa were marked by their strategic brilliance and efficiency, allowing the empire to conquer vast territories and establish dominance over a significant portion of the known world. In addition to its military prowess, the Persian Empire was also renowned for its cultural achievements and contributions. Susa, in particular, was a center of artistic and architectural innovation, with magnificent palaces and temples that showcased the empire's wealth and power. The city was also known for its vibrant cultural scene, with festivals, music, and theater playing a significant role in the lives of its inhabitants. Economically, Susa was a hub of trade and commerce, with well-established trade routes connecting the city to other major centers in the empire and beyond. The city's strategic location allowed it to control key trade routes, facilitating the flow of goods and resources throughout the empire. This economic prosperity played a crucial role in sustaining the empire and funding its military campaigns and ambitious building projects. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were well defined, with a clear division between the ruling elite, the military class, and the common people. Women in the Persian Empire enjoyed certain rights and freedoms that were not common in other ancient civilizations, with some even holding positions of power and influence. The legacy of the Persian Empire, including its military conquests, cultural achievements, and administrative innovations, continues to influence later civilizations to this day. Chapter 8: Imperial Administration and Governance in the Persian Empire. Satraps and Provinces. Satraps and provinces were integral components of the vast and powerful Persian Empire. Satraps were provincial governors appointed by the king to oversee various regions of the empire. These satraps were responsible for collecting taxes, maintaining order, and ensuring the loyalty of their subjects to the king. Each province, or satrapy, had its own unique culture, language, and customs, which were often allowed to flourish under Persian rule. The Persian Empire's military tactics and strategies were highly advanced for their time, allowing them to conquer vast territories and maintain control over diverse populations. The Persians were skilled in both traditional warfare and siege tactics, as well as in diplomacy and subterfuge. Their use of cavalry units, archers, and chariots made them a formidable force on the battlefield, while their ability to adapt to different terrain and climates allowed them to conquer lands as far as Egypt and Greece. Culturally, the Persian Empire made significant contributions to art, literature, and architecture. The Persians were known for their intricate metalwork, colorful textiles, and elaborate palaces and gardens. They also had a rich tradition of storytelling, with epic poems and myths that are still studied and celebrated today. The Persian Empire's cultural achievements continue to influence artists and scholars around the world. Economically, the Persian Empire was a thriving hub of trade and commerce. The Persians developed an extensive network of trade routes that connected the empire to distant lands, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The empire's wealth was built on its control of valuable resources such as gold, silver, and precious stones, as well as its strategic position along key trade routes. Socially, the Persian Empire had a complex hierarchy that determined individuals' roles and status within society. At the top of the social pyramid was the king, followed by the nobility, military leaders, priests, and artisans. Slavery was also a common practice in the empire, with slaves often used for labor and domestic service. Despite these social divisions, the Persians were known for their tolerance of other cultures and religions, allowing for a diverse and multicultural society to flourish under their rule. Royal officials and bureaucracy. In the glorious Persian Empire, the role of royal officials and bureaucracy was crucial to maintaining the vast and diverse empire. The royal officials, known as satraps, were appointed by the king to govern the various provinces of the empire. These satraps were responsible for collecting taxes, enforcing laws, and maintaining order within their territories. They were also tasked with reporting directly to the king and ensuring that his policies were carried out effectively. The bureaucracy of the Persian Empire was highly organized and efficient, with scribes and administrators playing key roles in keeping records and managing the day-to-day operations of the government. The empire was divided into administrative districts known as satrapies, each overseen by a satrap who reported to the central government. This system allowed for the smooth functioning of the empire and facilitated communication between the different regions. One of the key aspects of the Persian Empire's imperial administration was its emphasis on meritocracy. Officials were appointed based on their skills and qualifications rather than their noble birth, which allowed for a more efficient and effective government. This approach helped to ensure that the empire was governed by capable individuals who were dedicated to serving the interests of the state. The bureaucracy of the Persian Empire also played a crucial role in overseeing the empire's economic systems and trade routes. Officials were responsible for regulating trade, collecting taxes on goods, and ensuring the smooth functioning of the empire's economy. The empire's extensive network of roads and communication systems facilitated trade and commerce, allowing for the exchange of goods and ideas across vast distances. Overall, the royal officials and bureaucracy of the Persian Empire were instrumental in maintaining the empire's stability and prosperity. Their efficient administration and governance helped to ensure the empire's continued success and influence for centuries to come. Legal system and justice. In the glorious Persian Empire, the legal system and justice played a crucial role in maintaining order and stability within the vast empire. The Persian legal system was known for its fairness and impartiality, with laws being applied equally to all citizens regardless of their social status or background. The justice system was based on the principles of honesty, integrity, and respect for the rule of law. The Persian Empire is revered for its military tactics and strategies, which allowed it to become the greatest empire the world has ever seen. The Persians were skilled in both land and naval warfare, employing innovative tactics such as the use of cavalry and archers. Their military prowess enabled them to conquer vast territories and establish one of the largest empires in history. In addition to their military achievements, the Persians also made significant cultural contributions to the world. They were known for their advancements in art, literature, and architecture, with iconic structures such as the Persepolis serving as lasting testaments to their cultural legacy. The Persians also promoted religious tolerance and diversity, allowing different faiths to coexist peacefully within their empire. Economically, the Persians were highly advanced, with well-established trade routes that connected the empire to distant lands. The Silk Road, for example, facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas between the East and West, contributing to the prosperity of the empire. The Persians also implemented efficient taxation systems and infrastructure projects that boosted economic growth and development. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were complex, with distinct classes and roles for different members of society. The king held absolute power and was considered divine, while nobles, priests, and commoners each had their own place in the social order. Women in the Persian Empire enjoyed relatively more rights and freedoms compared to other ancient civilizations, with some even holding positions of power and influence. Overall, the legacy of the Persian Empire continues to influence later civilizations, with its contributions to law, culture, and governance shaping the course of history for centuries to come. Chapter 9: Women's Roles and Rights in the Persian Empire. Queens and Royal Women. Queens and royal women played a significant role in the glorious Persian Empire, contributing to its success and cultural richness. These powerful women were not only wives and mothers to kings, but also wielded influence and power in their own right. They were often seen as symbols of strength, beauty, and wisdom, embodying the values of the empire. One of the most famous queens of the Persian Empire was Queen Atossa, the daughter of Cyrus the Great and wife of Darius the Great. Atossa was known for her intelligence and political acumen, advising her husband on matters of state and diplomacy. She was also a patron of the arts and culture, promoting the development of literature, music, and architecture in the empire. Another notable royal woman was Queen Esther, who played a crucial role in saving the Jewish people from genocide during the reign of King Xerxes I. Her bravery and cunning in approaching the king to plead for her people's lives is immortalized in the biblical Book of Esther, showcasing the power and influence of women in the Persian court. The Persian Empire valued the contributions of women in various aspects of society, including politics, art, religion, and education. Women were often educated and well-versed in literature, philosophy, and medicine, and some even held positions of authority in government and the military. This progressive attitude towards women's roles and rights set the Persian Empire apart from many other ancient civilizations. Overall, queens and royal women in the Persian Empire played a crucial role in shaping its history and legacy. Their influence extended beyond the court and into the fabric of society, leaving a lasting impact on the cultural, political, and social development of the empire. Their stories serve as a testament to the power and resilience of women in the ancient world, and their contributions continue to inspire generations to come. Women in society and family. Women in society and family played significant roles in the Persian Empire, despite the patriarchal structure of the society. Women were primarily responsible for managing the household and raising children, but they also held important positions in the royal court and were involved in political decision-making. While men were seen as the primary providers and protectors of the family, women were valued for their wisdom, intelligence, and strategic thinking. In the Persian Empire, women had more rights and freedoms compared to other ancient civilizations. They were able to own property, inherit wealth, and participate in business transactions. Women were also able to seek divorce if they were unhappy in their marriage, a right that was rare in other cultures at the time. Additionally, women were allowed to receive education and pursue careers in various fields, such as medicine, art, and literature. Despite the progress in women's rights in the Persian Empire, there were still limitations on their freedom and autonomy. Women were expected to dress modestly and behave in a manner that upheld the honor and reputation of their family. They were also expected to obey their male relatives and husbands, and their role in society was often defined by their relationship to men. However, some women were able to rise above these constraints and make significant contributions to Persian society and culture. Women in the Persian Empire were also involved in religious practices and ceremonies. They worshipped a variety of deities and participated in rituals to ensure the well-being of their families and communities. Women played a vital role in preserving and passing down religious traditions and beliefs to future generations. Additionally, women were often revered as priestesses and healers, possessing spiritual and medicinal knowledge that was highly respected. Overall, women in the Persian Empire had a complex and multifaceted role in society and family life. While they were subject to certain restrictions and expectations, they also had rights and freedoms that set them apart from women in other ancient civilizations. The legacy of women in the Persian Empire continues to be celebrated for their intelligence, strength, and contributions to the advancement of Persian culture and society. Education and opportunities. Education and opportunities were central to the success of the glorious Persian Empire. The empire's leaders understood the importance of educating their citizens in order to maintain a strong and prosperous society. The Persians established schools and academies throughout their vast empire, where students were taught a wide range of subjects including mathematics, science, philosophy, and literature. This emphasis on education helped to produce a well-educated population that was able to contribute to the empire's cultural and economic achievements. One of the key opportunities provided by the Persian Empire was the chance for individuals to advance through the ranks of society based on their abilities rather than their social status. Unlike many other ancient civilizations, the Persians did not have a rigid caste system that restricted social mobility. This allowed talented individuals from all walks of life to rise to positions of power and influence within the empire. This meritocratic system helped to foster innovation and creativity, leading to the empire's many cultural achievements and contributions. The Persian Empire's economic systems and trade routes also played a crucial role in providing opportunities for its citizens. The empire's vast network of roads and trade routes connected distant regions and facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas. This thriving trade network helped to stimulate economic growth and create new opportunities for merchants and entrepreneurs. The Persians were also known for their sophisticated system of taxation and administration, which helped to fund the empire's military campaigns and public works projects. In terms of social structure and hierarchy, the Persian Empire was characterized by a complex system of ranks and titles. At the top of the hierarchy was the emperor, who ruled over the empire with absolute authority. Beneath him were the nobles, who held positions of power and privilege within society. Below the nobles were the common people, who worked as farmers, artisans, and laborers. Despite these class distinctions, the Persians believed in treating all citizens fairly and justly, regardless of their social status. Overall, the Persian Empire's emphasis on education and opportunities helped to create a vibrant and dynamic society that was able to achieve great things. From its military conquests and expansion to its cultural achievements and economic prosperity, The Persian Empire left a lasting legacy that continues to influence later civilizations to this day. By providing its citizens with the tools they needed to succeed, the empire was able to create a society that was both prosperous and enlightened, setting a standard for greatness that few other civilizations have been able to match. Chapter 10: Legacy and Influence of the Persian Empire on Later Civilizations. Alexander the Great and the Hellenistic Period. Alexander the Great and the Hellenistic period marked a significant shift in the history of the Persian Empire. After the death of Darius III in 330 BC, Alexander the Great went on to conquer the Persian Empire and establish his own empire, which stretched from Greece to India. This marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire and the beginning of the Hellenistic period in the region. During the Hellenistic period, Greek culture and influence spread throughout the former Persian Empire. Alexander the Great encouraged the blending of Greek and Persian cultures, leading to a period of cultural exchange and innovation. This period saw the rise of new cities, such as Alexandria in Egypt, which became centers of learning and culture. The Hellenistic period also saw advancements in military tactics and strategies. Alexander the Great revolutionized warfare with his use of combined arms tactics, including infantry, cavalry, and siege engines. His conquest paved the way for the development of new military technologies and strategies that would influence warfare for centuries to come. In terms of economic systems and trade routes, the Hellenistic period saw an increase in trade and commerce throughout the region. The establishment of new cities and trade routes facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas between different cultures. This period also saw the rise of banking and financial institutions, which further fueled economic growth. Overall, the legacy of Alexander the Great and the Hellenistic period had a lasting impact on the Persian Empire and the world as a whole. The blending of Greek and Persian cultures led to advancements in art, science, and philosophy. The military conquests and expansion of the empire laid the foundation for the spread of Hellenistic culture throughout the region, leaving a lasting legacy that would influence later civilizations for centuries to come. Parthians and Sasanians. The Parthians and Sasanians were two powerful dynasties that ruled over the Persian Empire during different periods in its history. The Parthians, who ruled from 247 BCE to 224 CE, were known for their skilled military tactics and strategies. They were expert horsemen and archers, and their use of cavalry units helped them to conquer vast territories and establish a powerful empire that stretched from the Euphrates River to the Indus River. The Sasanians, who ruled from 224 to 651 CE, continued the military traditions of the Parthians and further expanded the Persian Empire. They were known for their heavily armored cavalry units and their use of siege warfare techniques. The Sasanian military was highly organized and disciplined, allowing them to conquer new territories and defend their empire against external threats. In addition to their military prowess, the Parthians and Sasanians made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the Persian Empire. They were great patrons of the arts, literature, and architecture, and their cultural legacy can still be seen in the ruins of their cities and palaces. The Parthians and Sasanians also played a key role in the spread of Zoroastrianism, the dominant religion in Persia at the time. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were also greatly influenced by the Parthians and Sasanians. They established trade networks that connected Persia to India, China, and the Roman Empire, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The Parthians and Sasanians also built infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and caravanserais to facilitate trade and commerce within their empire. Overall, the Parthians and Sasanians played a crucial role in shaping the social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire. They established a centralized imperial administration that governed the empire efficiently and effectively. They also granted women certain rights and privileges, allowing them to own property, run businesses, and participate in religious ceremonies. The legacy and influence of the Parthians and Sasanians can still be seen in the art, architecture, and culture of modern-day Iran and the surrounding regions. Islamic caliphates and Persianate societies. Islamic caliphates and Persianate societies played a significant role in shaping the history and culture of the Persian Empire. Following the Arab conquest of Persia in the 7th century, the region came under the rule of various Islamic caliphates. These caliphates incorporated Persian administrative practices, language, and culture into their own governance, creating a unique blend of Islamic and Persianate traditions. The Persian Empire's military tactics and strategies were renowned for their effectiveness and innovation. The use of cavalry, archers, and siege warfare were key components of the Persian military machine. The empire's vast network of roads and communication systems allowed for swift mobilization of troops and resources, enabling them to conquer vast territories and maintain control over their vast empire. Culturally, the Persian Empire made significant achievements and contributions to art, literature, and architecture. Persian poets such as Rumi and Hafez are still revered today for their timeless poetry, while architectural wonders like Persepolis and the Isfahan mosques stand as testaments to the empire's architectural prowess. The Persian Empire's cultural legacy continues to influence art, literature, and architecture in the region to this day. Economically, the Persian Empire developed sophisticated trade routes that connected the East and West, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The empire's economic system was based on agriculture, trade, and taxation, which allowed for the accumulation of wealth and the development of urban centers. The Persian Empire's economic prosperity laid the foundation for its military conquests and imperial expansion. In terms of social structure, the Persian Empire had a hierarchical society that was based on class and status. The king and nobility held the highest positions of power, while merchants, artisans, and farmers occupied lower social strata. Despite this hierarchical structure, women in the Persian Empire enjoyed relatively high levels of rights and freedoms compared to other ancient civilizations. Their roles in society were diverse and could range from political advisors to business owners. Overall, the Persian Empire's social structure was complex and diverse, reflecting the empire's rich cultural and historical legacy. Chapter 11: Military Conquests and Expansion of the Persian Empire. Conquests in the Near East. The conquests in the Near East were a crucial part of the expansion of the Persian Empire, which is widely regarded as the greatest empire the world has ever seen. The Near East, encompassing regions such as Mesopotamia, Anatolia, and Egypt, held strategic importance for the Persians due to its rich resources and strategic location. The Persian kings, known for their military prowess and ambition, launched several successful campaigns in the Near East to extend their influence and control over these territories. The military tactics and strategies employed by the Persian Empire in their conquests in the Near East were highly sophisticated and effective. The Persians were known for their use of cavalry, archers, and infantry in battle, as well as their ability to adapt to different terrains and conditions. They also utilized siege warfare and naval power to overcome fortified cities and coastal regions. The Persian military campaigns in the Near East were meticulously planned and executed, leading to the swift and decisive victories that established the empire as a dominant force in the region. In addition to their military achievements, the Persian Empire made significant cultural contributions to the Near East. The Persians were known for their tolerance of diverse cultures and religions, which allowed for the flourishing of art, architecture, literature, and philosophy in the conquered territories. The Persian kings also promoted the exchange of ideas and knowledge through the establishment of cultural centers and academies, creating a vibrant intellectual and artistic scene in the Near East. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire played a crucial role in the conquests in the Near East. The Persians controlled key trade routes that connected the Near East to other regions, facilitating the exchange of goods, resources, and ideas. The empire's prosperity and wealth were built on a thriving trade network that spanned from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean, bringing economic stability and growth to the conquered territories in the Near East. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire influenced the administration and governance of the conquered territories in the Near East. The Persians implemented a system of satrapies, or provinces, each ruled by a satrap appointed by the king. The satraps were responsible for collecting taxes, maintaining order, and upholding the king's laws in their respective territories. This hierarchical system ensured the stability and cohesion of the empire, allowing for the integration of diverse cultures and peoples in the Near East under Persian rule. Campaigns in Egypt and Greece. Campaigns in Egypt and Greece were significant events in the history of the glorious Persian Empire. The conquest of Egypt by Cambyses II, son of Cyrus the Great, marked the beginning of Persian rule in the region. The Egyptians initially welcomed the Persians as liberators from the oppressive rule of the pharaohs, but tensions soon arose as Cambyses sought to impose Persian customs and laws on the Egyptian people. Despite this, the Persian administration in Egypt was largely successful, with the construction of new infrastructure and the establishment of trade routes that connected Egypt to the rest of the empire. In Greece, the Persians faced a different kind of challenge. The Greeks were fiercely independent and proud of their democratic traditions, and they viewed Persian rule as a threat to their way of life. The Persian invasions of Greece, led by Darius I and Xerxes I, resulted in some of the most famous battles in history, including the battles of Marathon, Thermopylae, and Salamis. Despite their initial successes, the Persians were eventually defeated by the Greeks, who united against the common enemy and defended their homeland with unparalleled bravery and determination. The military tactics and strategies of the Persian Empire were highly advanced for their time. The Persians were known for their use of cavalry, archers, and infantry in battle, as well as their ability to adapt to different terrains and climates. The Persians also employed a system of satraps, or provincial governors, who were responsible for maintaining order and collecting taxes in their respective regions. This decentralized system of governance allowed the Persians to effectively control their vast empire and respond quickly to threats and rebellions. In addition to their military prowess, the Persians made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. The Achaemenid Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great, was known for its tolerance of different cultures and religions, as well as its promotion of art, literature, and architecture. The Persians built magnificent palaces, such as Persepolis, and commissioned elaborate artworks that celebrated the diversity and richness of their empire. The Persian Empire also played a key role in the development of trade routes that connected Asia, Africa, and Europe, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies across continents. Overall, the Persian Empire was a complex and sophisticated civilization that left a lasting legacy on later civilizations. Its economic systems and trade routes, social structure and hierarchy, religious beliefs and practices, architectural wonders, imperial administration and governance, women's roles and rights, and military conquests and expansion all contributed to its greatness. The Persians were pioneers in many fields, and their influence can still be seen in the cultures and societies of the modern world. The campaigns in Egypt and Greece were just a small part of the larger story of the glorious Persian Empire, a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us today. Wars with the Roman Empire. The wars between the Persian Empire and the Roman Empire were some of the most significant conflicts in ancient history. These wars were a result of both empires vying for power and control over vast territories in the Mediterranean and the Middle East. The Persian Empire, known for its military prowess and strategic brilliance, often clashed with the Roman Empire in fierce battles that shaped the course of history. The Persian Empire's military tactics and strategies were highly advanced, allowing them to conquer and control vast territories. The Persians were skilled in both cavalry and infantry warfare, utilizing their superior numbers and organization to outmaneuver their opponents. Their use of archers and chariots also gave them a significant advantage on the battlefield, making them a formidable force to reckon with. Despite the constant warfare with the Roman Empire, the Persian Empire made significant cultural achievements and contributions to the world. The Persians were known for their intricate art, literature, and architecture, which showcased their rich cultural heritage. Their contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy also had a lasting impact on later civilizations, influencing the development of Western thought and knowledge. The economic systems and trade routes of the Persian Empire were crucial to its success and expansion. The Persians developed a sophisticated network of trade routes that connected their empire to distant lands, allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. This trade network helped to fuel the economy of the Persian Empire and fostered cultural exchange and innovation. The social structure and hierarchy of the Persian Empire were highly stratified, with the king at the top of the hierarchy and various levels of nobility, clergy, and commoners below him. Despite this rigid social structure, the Persians were known for their tolerance of different cultures and religions, allowing for a diverse and cosmopolitan society to flourish within their empire. This openness and inclusivity were key to the longevity and stability of the Persian Empire, allowing it to thrive for centuries. The end of the reign of the world's greatest empire. The conflict between the Sasanian Empire and the Rashidun Caliphate during the reign of Umar ibn al-Khattab was a transformative period that reshaped the Middle East and led to the eventual decline of the Sasanian Empire. By the early 7th century, the Sasanian Empire, which had long been a dominant power, was significantly weakened due to prolonged conflict with the Byzantine Empire. These Byzantine-Sasanian wars had exhausted the resources and military strength of both empires, leaving them vulnerable. The internal strife and continuous warfare had left the Sasanian Empire economically and militarily depleted. The empire was also facing internal dissent and political instability, which further weakened its ability to defend itself against external threats. Amidst this backdrop, the Rashidun Caliphate, driven by a sense of religious zeal and unity, sought to expand its territories and spread Islam. After the death of Prophet Muhammad, the first caliph, Abu Bakr, initiated a series of military campaigns to consolidate and expand Muslim rule. These campaigns were continued and intensified under his successor, Umar ibn al-Khattab. The early Muslim community was motivated by a belief in a divine mission to spread Islam and the promise of spiritual and material rewards. The initial confrontations between the Sasanian forces and the Rashidun Caliphate saw a mix of victories and setbacks. In the Battle of the Bridge in 634, the Sasanian forces managed to repel the Muslim army temporarily. However, this was a brief setback for the Rashidun Caliphate. The turning point came with the Battle of Al-Qadisiyah in 636, where the Muslim forces, under the command of Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, defeated the larger Sasanian army. The use of war elephants by the Sasanians was notable, but it ultimately failed to secure victory. This decisive battle marked a significant shift in the balance of power. The final blow to the Sasanian Empire came with the Battle of Nahevand in 642, often referred to as the Victory of Victories by Muslim historians. The Muslim forces achieved a comprehensive victory, leading to the collapse of Sasanian military resistance. Several factors contributed to the defeat of the Sasanian Empire. Years of continuous warfare with the Byzantine Empire had left the Sasanian military stretched thin and depleted. The empire was also plagued by internal political strife and factionalism, weakening its ability to mount a unified defense. The Muslim forces were highly motivated and employed superior military tactics, including effective use of light cavalry and infantry. Their belief in their cause and the promise of rewards in the afterlife boosted their morale. Additionally, the prolonged wars had drained the Sasanian economy, reducing its capacity to sustain prolonged military campaigns. The defeat of the Sasanian Empire led to the incorporation of Persia into the Islamic Caliphate. However, this did not mark the end of Persian culture or influence. The Muslims, particularly the Umayyad and Abbasid caliphates, adopted many aspects of Persian administration, culture, and art. Persian scholars, scientists, and bureaucrats played significant roles in the Islamic Golden Age. Over time, several Persian Muslim dynasties emerged, such as the Samanids, Buyids, and later the Safavids, who re-established Persian dominance in the region with a distinct Islamic character. The integration of Persia into the Islamic world facilitated the spread of Islam, which became deeply rooted in Persian society. The fusion of Persian culture with Islamic principles led to a rich, hybrid civilization. The Muslim conquest of Persia was a transformative event that reshaped the political, cultural, and religious landscape of the region. The fall of the Sasanian Empire and the subsequent rise of Islamic Persia laid the foundation for a new era of Persian history, characterized by a synthesis of pre-Islamic and Islamic traditions. This period eventually gave rise to powerful Persian Islamic empires that played a crucial role in the history of the Islamic world. Thank you for reading this book to the end.